guys are doing it. All the cool guys are doing it. All the cool guys are doing it.
Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching. It's true, all the cool guys are doing it. Anyway, today I'm creating a video on the RTL-SDR v.3, and if you're completely unfamiliar with that, I'll try and explain. It's basically a dongle that you plug into your USB port on your computer, and then on the other end is a SMA connector, which is kind of like a TV cable but a smaller size. So your TV cable is usually an RG6 type of cable. Well, the SMA cable is smaller. It's a little bit newer. So now that I'm mentioning that, if you are in the market for one of these RTL-SDR devices, I highly recommend you consider purchasing a cable and consider the SMA connector and consider how you are going to connect an antenna and a cable up to this RTL-SDR. And consider that before you're buying it. Otherwise, you'll end up making a mistake like I did, and after I received my RTL-SDR in the mail, I realized it wasn't going to be so easy to go out to the store and buy an SMA connector, so I'm going to have to wait another 2 or 3 weeks to get some SMA connectors in the mail. But anyway, this is kind of like an unboxing vid. Unboxing this product is not that exciting. I mean, I opened up the package and this is what came out. So I thought, okay, well, how can I make this unboxing video a little more exciting? So I thought, okay, well, it's interesting. Where does this come from? And here's the package my device was shipped in, and I blacked everything out. But it says the seller is from Yongwu Industrial Zone, Dalingshan Town, Dongguan City, Guangdong Province, China. Well, Google Maps does not have Street View for this particular industrial zone, but I'm going to zoom out for a minute. Here's China, and you can see Hong Kong is down here, and Shenzhen is a little bit north, so it's not too much further away. And then this Yangwu Industrial Zone is even more north. I don't know the number of kilometers, I didn't figure that out. Okay, so considering I was thinking about this, I just looked this up now on Google Maps, and this Yangwu Industrial Zone is about 55 kilometers north of Shenzhen, and by my estimation, it's about 75 or 80 kilometers north of Hong Kong. So anyway, here's the exact eBay image of the product I purchased, and it seems to be one of the first search results when you type in RTL-SDR, and it is one of the v.3 versions, so I think this is like one of the most latest, popular, and cheapest RTL-SDRs. There's other components you can buy for them, like filters. I forget the name they call those. As to whether or not those are necessary to use to help filter your radio antenna, I cannot determine that yet. That's a question I have. If you know the answer to that, please leave a comment below. I'd love to know more. Myself, I'm pretty ignorant as to how this works. Again, this is an unboxing video. I do plan on making more videos once I learn about this device a little bit more. What intrigues me a little bit is close to the Yangwu Industrial Zone is a shopping mall for consumer goods, not just electronics, but all kinds of household goods. And they're basically all the different products you can buy on Amazon or Alibaba or any of these other, AliExpress, I guess it's called. I don't use that one, but this is basically where a lot of this stuff ships out from. Probably this exact commodity market. So I'll leave a link in the description below which kind of showcases this shopping mall for consumer goods and electronics, because you might be interested in that. And I actually guess that maybe this is where my RTL-SDR was even purchased and then brokered through Amazon. Okay, so I'm learning myself. I might as well keep the record button going. This is the most popular website, RTL-SDR.com, which goes into explanation on what the RTL-SDR device is. Briefly before I read this, and I will read this at length, if you know what a radio scanner is, where you can scan the frequencies on various different bands, radio bands, then you can pretty much conceive of the RTL-SDR device as something very similar. In short, you're basically turning your computer, through the use of the RTL-SDR and an external antenna, you're turning your computer into a radio scanner. That's what you're doing. So I'm just going to read this page. Forgive me if this is very basic information for you. It's all new to me, although I have some background in electronics, radio, using a radio scanner, so not completely new, but I'm new to the RTL-SDR. RTL-SDR.com. About RTL-SDR. RTL-SDR is a very cheap $25 USB dongle that can be used as a computer-based radio scanner for receiving live radio signals in your area. No internet required. Depending on the particular model, it could receive frequencies from 500 kHz up to 1.75 GHz. Most software for the RTL-SDR is also community developed and provided free of charge. The origins of RTL-SDR stem from mass-produced DVB-T TV tuner dongles that were based on the RTL-2832U chipset, with the combined efforts of Antti Palisari, Eric Fry, and Osmocom, in particular Steve Markgraf. It was found that the raw IQ data on the RTL-2832U chipset could be accessed directly, which allowed the DVB-T TV tuner to be converted into a wideband software-defined radio via a custom software driver developed by Steve Markgraf. If you've ever enjoyed the RTL-SDR project, please consider donating to Osmocom via Open Collective. Over the years since its discovery, RTL-SDR has become extremely popular and has democratized access to the radio spectrum. Now anyone, including hobbyists on a budget, can access the radio spectrum. It's worth noting that this sort of scanner capability would have cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars just a few years ago. The RTL-SDR is also sometimes referred to as RTL-2832U, DVB-T SDR, DVB-T dongle, RTL dongle, or the cheap software-defined radio. There are now many other software-defined radios better than the RTL-SDR, but they all come at a higher price. Currently, we think that the AirSpy, $169, and SDR Play, $99, SDRs are the best low-cost RX-only SDRs. I guess that's receive only. You can't transmit on these. There is also the Hack RF, which is $300, which can both transmit and receive. What is software-defined radio? Radio components such as modulators, demodulators, and tuners are traditionally implemented in hardware components. The advent of modern computing and analog-to-digital converters allows most of these traditionally hardware-based components to be implemented into software instead, hence the term software-defined radio. This enables easy signal processing and thus cheap wideband scanner radios to be produced. What are some RTL-SDR radio scanner applications? The RTL-SDR can be used as a wideband scanner. Applications include use as a police scanner. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video short because hopefully it's a good introduction for other people, if you're watching, into RTL-SDR, and I'm certainly learning as well. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned and subscribe because I really do plan on making more videos, particularly on the RTL-SDR. Thanks for watching.
All the cool guys are doing it. 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 do.